What's good, everyone? This your main correspondent, Alan Taylor, and I'm back in the broadcast room yet again, always with another one. And yes, indeed, it is another one. So we're here now. And of course, the Mexico-Canada border situation is very vital to us over here in America because these are our closest places that we have next to us, and they definitely can make us break us and things like that due to certain factors and stuff like that. We also can make sure that they don't have the proper resources that they need as well. Because us being in the middle like that, we have the most people with the most resources and things like that. So yeah, they're going to have to play ball. And so we're going to dive off into this and we're going to see what's going on here. You know what I'm saying? Quarters, nickels, and dimes, people.
To the latest on President-elect Trump, he is blasting Mexico and Canada over their handling of the border and promising to punish them with high tariffs on day one of his administration. He's also vowing to raise tariffs on China. Our senior White House correspondent, Selena Wang, is at Mar-a-Lago with the latest. Good morning, Selena.
Good morning, Michael. President-elect Trump is threatening to impose tariffs on America's top 3 trading partners. This would massively disrupt businesses and supply chains. It could also dramatically increase the costs of everything from cars, clothes to oil. This morning, Donald Trump is warning America's neighbors, threatening to implement 25% across-the-board tariffs on Mexico and Canada on day one if both countries, he says, don't crack down on their borders with the U.S. Trump cites a new caravan coming from Mexico with a group of hundreds of migrants, mostly from South and Central America, leaving southern Mexico last week. This Ecuadorian migrant says, "We want to be on the other side before the new president of the United States takes office, as he seems quite harsh on immigrants." The president-elect blames Mexico and Canada.
What I'm not understanding is what do they think is going to happen when they get over here? If they get over here before he gets here, what do they think is going to happen? I mean, they really think they're going to be able to stay here when they're technically not here legally? Like, I don't understand what the thought process is. They keep trying to push and we're just going to keep coming. Okay, then what do you mean you're going to keep? Y'all not going to do nothing but get deported next year. So I mean, what are you saying? Like, this makes no sense to me. They're steadily trying to, figure out a way to get over here. So what, I mean, to claim asylum or, I mean, what are you trying to do? But you're still not here legally. That's the point. You're still going to get deported. So what's all this for?
Saying his tariffs will remain in effect until such times as drugs, in particular fentanyl, and all illegal aliens stop this invasion of our country. Mexico in particular is America's largest trading partner, with the U.S. buying near $500 billion of Mexican goods, like computers, cars, and electrical equipment. Tariffs could greatly impact U.S. industries, with some experts warning that Americans could face higher prices on gas, cars, and food, just as inflation has been receding. Mexican authorities have...
Okay, so are we completely forgetting that we are actually sitting on one of the greatest reserves of oil in the world? So we can't forget this now because it's already been said. These are facts. So we have a way to have gas, without importing oil from other places. So, and these are the fear tactics that they want to try to keep putting out there for us. Let's keep going.
Have broken up past caravans, with many more disbanding on their own. But Trump's incoming border czar, Tom Homan, is now warning those migrants they will soon face harsher policies like family separation.
We got to enforce immigration law, or we're never going to fix the border, and it leads to a big national security vulnerability to this nation.
Later today, Homan will meet with Texas's Republican Governor Greg Abbott as he prepares for his sweeping crackdown. If enacted, these tariffs could violate the terms of the trade agreement between the U.S., Mexico, and Canada, which Trump signed into law during his first term. Trump also accused China of sending drugs pouring into our country, threatening an additional 10% tariff on all Chinese products, too. Tariffs are a favorite tool of Trump's.
To me, the most beautiful word in the dictionary is tariff. and it's my favorite word.
Trump's comments drawing responses from trade partners. The Chinese embassy saying economic and trade cooperation is essentially mutually beneficial. No one will win in a trade war or a tariff war. And Canada responding, saying they'll continue to discuss these issues with the incoming administration.
So what they expect for us just to allow these drugs and everything to keep coming in here? I mean, is that what they really want to ship as well? You know, I mean, you know, if they are, you know, not necessarily saying that they're just, you know, they're purposely shipping these things, but they're not controlling their shipping situations to where they, you know, certain things like that are being allowed to be shipped over here as well from these countries and things like that. And that's posing a problem. So the tariffs are for them to crack down on themselves of what they're actually shipping, police themselves of what they're shipping and what they're not shipping and stuff like that. And also the thing of this is, you know, the deathless scare tactic of the tariffs is, yeah, you know, America's gonna, you know, be you know, prices are gonna go with it. Listen, look, prices are already crazy. At the end of the day, though, he had tariffs in place the last time, prices wasn't that fucking high back then. So what are we talking about here? Now, at this point, these people seem like, you know, saying they're not trying to comply to a degree, but the thing of this is it poses a problem on them. Because we are the world's workhorse. And I keep saying this, and every time I get a chance to, when I'm presenting situations like this about what's going on, about us having goods that are being shipped over here that we have to buy. We are the world's workhorse. And nobody's really want to talk about that. Nobody really wants to bring up that aspect that we are the world's workhorse. We are the world's slaves. We buy, we consume as America. We consume everything. So, you know what I'm saying, for them to just ship their stuff over here and like, okay, well, you know, we know America, y'all going to buy it anyway, whatever. Screw y'all. We're going to ship what we want to ship. Okay, then y'all want to play those games. That's what they've been playing, though. And be honest with you, yeah, we've been boo-boo the fools over here. We've been the world's workhorse for the longest now.
Trump used tariffs as a negotiating tactic during his first term, so he's reusing that playbook again. But if he actually follows through on his campaign vow for higher tariffs, some economists estimate that could cost the average U.S. household more than $2,600 a year. George?
Really driving.
Yeah. How was that possible when we're putting tariffs on them to ship their goods over here? If they act right, then the tariffs won't be high. It's just that fucking simple. If they get some fucking act right, then tariffs won't be high. If they do what we need them to do, stop shipping all this illegal stuff over here, you know what I'm saying? Play ball, act right, everybody can eat. They can eat, we can eat. It's not that fucking hard, people. All right. Let's keep going. Let's see what's going down now. So the president of Mexico has something to say. Let's see what she got to say now.
Out to the Trump transition, just days after the president-elect threatened to slap a 25% tariff on goods entering the U.S. from Mexico and Canada, Trump is now boasting that Mexico's president has agreed to stop migration through her country and close the Mexican border.
Oh, hold on. Excuse me, ma'am. Oh, now okay. Oh, wow. Okay.
She says that's not quite right. Here's CBS's Weijia Jiang.
As the incoming Trump administration prepares for mass deportations of illegal immigrants.
We're a nation of laws, and we're going to enforce our laws. The men and women of ICE, they're going to have a tough job ahead of them. And I'm sending a message for people that say they're going to get in our way. We're going to finish Trump's work.
On social media, President Trump declared the U.S. is getting a big assist from Mexico to secure the border, claiming President Claudia Sheinbaum has agreed to stop migration through Mexico and into the United States, effectively closing our southern border, and that the country would stop people from going there, effective immediately. Sheinbaum disputed that in her own post. We reiterate that Mexico's position is not to close borders, but to build bridges between governments and between peoples.
Oh, okay. So we got a conflict of interest right now. She's still okay, so she still want to stand. Hey, it is what it is, though. It is what it is. Okay, then she want to keep going that way, stuff like that. It's a lot of tourism that go down in Mexico. It's a lot of money that we take from over here and go to Mexico and things like that. People party and stuff like that. And let's not forget about the young lady that was also deleted down in Mexico, even though it was by her own alleged friends or whatever, things like that. If we remember that young lady a little while back, they never quite got that investigation together down there in Mexico. They never really did quite get that together, did they? Yeah, but these are things that's being swept up under the rug. Let's not talk about that though. Let's not talk about something like that. Oh yeah, y'all, I know y'all wasn't expecting me to bring up that young lady. Jesus, I can't think of her name right now. But you know what I'm saying? Y'all know who I'm talking about out there. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know who I'm talking about. So yeah, this is wild right here. Okay, so it is what it is. All right.
Buenos días.
But Scheinbaum said caravans like this one spotted in southern Mexico would be stopped. The two leaders spoke by phone just days after Trump threatened to impose a 25% tariff on all Mexican goods if the country does not stop the flow of drugs and migrants.
I hope he rethinks it. I think it's a counterproductive thing to do.
On Nantucket, where President Biden visited a firehouse as part of his Thanksgiving holiday, he warned against imposing tariffs on North American allies.
We're surrounded by the Pacific Ocean, the Atlantic Ocean, and two allies, Mexico and Canada. And the last thing we need to do is begin to screw up those relationships.
Ouija, the FBI has been monitoring these.
The last thing Biden just said, the last thing we need to do is screw up those relationships. Now, didn't he just give Ukraine the okay to use ATACMS? So, now we got Putin on our ass talk about, yes, at the end of the day, he declares that America is joining in on the war over there because we gave them the okay to use the ATACMS, because at the end of the day, though, we're the only ones that could actually program them missiles. Ukraine cannot. They don't have the software or the information to do so. It has to be us to program those missiles for them. So, yeah, this is the same guy right here that just gave Ukraine the okay, talking about we don't need to put tariffs on people that are sending fentanyl and all other types of things into our country on the low-key side. But then, that's just okay. It's okay. It's okay for us to keep, paying the demands of everybody else, but nobody wants to work for America, though. Nobody wants to pay us. Nobody wants to put their corporations here. Nobody wants to put their jobs here to give us the top dollar that we actually deserve and supposed to have because sorry, but yeah, we're America. Yeah, we're not gonna allow you to pay us $7 an hour or $3 an hour to do a job. Sorry. It's just not going to happen. And then, too, a lot of these other same countries and stuff like that, they also have land and stuff like that over here. Nobody ever talks about these things. China has plenty of land that they bought over here. Plenty of it. Man, cut the crap.
Threats that were made against some of the president-elect's cabinet picks. And now we're learning some lawmakers have been threatened too.
That's right, Nancy. CBS News has confirmed that all 5 members of the House from the state of Connecticut, along with Senator Chris Murphy, were all targeted in bomb threats. It's unclear if their cases are linked to the threats against those potential Trump officials. It is notable that all the lawmakers are Democrats. Nancy?
Ouija Jiang in West Palm Beach.
Wow. Okay. So it's a lot going on here, with threats and stuff like that. Trump's cabinet got a lot of threats, and now allegedly the Democrat cabinet, they're getting threats too. But, this is a dangerous game. But at the same time, though, too, America has to take a stand because we've been the workhorse for the rest of the world for quite some time now. And, we've been allowing these individuals to capitalize off us in these other countries, but definitely the corporations, because I guarantee you they're not paying their citizens shit. to make these TVs and clothes and all this type of stuff that they ship over here that's made in China, made in Taiwan, made in this place and that place, stuff like that. When we go buy these goods and stuff like that, you know what I'm saying? They're not paying them people nothing. But see, the problem is, they don't want to bring it over here. They don't want to bring the jobs over here because, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, they're going to have to actually pay us, and that's going to cut their corporation profits to a certain degree, which, I mean, you know, it is what it is. And I get it, you know, corporations, stuff like that. That's why America is a business. You know what I'm saying? They don't want to pay the money that we demand as citizens to for us to have our life over here. But then they're carried overseas and pay under the table, or, you know what I'm saying, basically a very small amount to those individuals to work over there. But it is what it is, though. And that's just how it's going down. So, you know, these corporations and also these countries are going to have to get their shit together. You know what I'm saying? If they want the American dollar and things like that, they're going to have to actually understand, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, you're going to have to bring some of this shit over here and put some of us American citizens to work. You're going to have to break bread. And I get it. A lot of these corporations don't want to break bread, but that sounds like a personal problem. But it is what it is, though. Shout out to all my subscribers. Mad love to y'all. If you're new to the channel, please hit that like, share, subscribe button. Make sure you ring that bell to be notified whenever I decide to post things. And like I always say, that, my friends, is the bottom line.